Shifting our focus here on Rahul Gandhi, a remark made by the BJP calling Rahul Gandhi the #1 terrorist has sparked huge protests by the Congress party workers who are out on the streets in multiple cities, including Delhi, Jaipur, Hyderabad, condemning the BJP, asking for an apology for it. BJP refuses to apologize. In fact, a formal FIR has been filed in Delhi as well against some of the BJP senior leaders, but the BJP Neta, particularly Ravneet Singh Bittu, who's made that comment calling Rahul Gandhi a terrorist, says he won't apologize, will not retract his statement. Now, this is sparked, of course, from Rahul Gandhi speaking about Sikhs and their religious freedom in India, in the United States, where he spoke about how it's difficult for the Sikhs to follow their religion in India. Let me take you through all the details in this report.
The fight is about whether he, as a Sikh, is going to be allowed to wear his turban in India.
Leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi's remarks on the rights of Sikhs during his US trip have ignited a firestorm back home. The national capital saw twin protests on Wednesday. One outside the BJP headquarters and the other outside Congress headquarters. Effigies were burnt. Tensions boiled over as multiple Congress leaders were detained. The Congress protests were sparked by BJP leaders' statements labeling Rahul Gandhi as a terrorist, accusing him of attempting to divide the country.
देश के #1 टेररिस्ट अगर किसी को मेरे ख्याल से किस पे अनाम होना चाहिए पकड़ने के लिए, या देश का सबसे बड़ा दुश्मन जो जिसको लानना चाहिए एजेंसीज को, वो आज राहुल गांधी है।
अंग्रेज मर गए, औलाद छोड़ गए, तो न ये मुसलमान रहे, न हिंदू रहे, न क्रिश्चियन रहे, न सिख हुए। ये तो ऐसी पांचवी जाति बन गई है। ये इनको किसी के साथ कोई सरोकार नहीं है। हिंदुस्तान से इनको कोई लेना देना नहीं है। हिंदुस्तान को लुटेरे के रूप में लूटने के लिए आए इटली से लोग।
Congress MP Ajay Maken on Wednesday filed a formal complaint against BJP leaders over their remarks.
चलिए, एक व्यक्ति ने कह दिया, हो सकता है उसके अपने निजी विचार हो, लेकिन ना तो उसके आकाओं ने, ना भारतीय जनता पार्टी के नेताओं ने उसको चुप कराने की कोशिश करी, ना उसकी भर्त्सना करी। ये कांग्रेस पार्टी है और ये राहुल गांधी है। जान से मारने की धमकी से हम लोग किसी भी तरीके से डरने वाले नहीं हैं।
Members of the India bloc, including Shiv Sena, UBT, backed the Congress and condemned the BJP.
महाराष्ट्र के बीजेपी के जो अलायंस है, उनके एक विधायक और भी कुछ लोग सभी एक ही भाषा में बोल रहे हैं कि राहुल गांधी के ऊपर हमला करने। ये रशिया में होता है कि विपक्ष के नेता को खत्म किया जाता है, और भी देशों में हो सकता है जहां तानाशाही है, जहां लोकतंत्र नहीं है।
Despite the backlash, Union Minister Ravneet Singh Bittu refused to retract his comments.
टेररिस्ट किसको कहा जाता है? जो टेररिस्ट की बात एंडोर्स करे, जो टेररिज्म को प्रमोट करे। जब पन्नू और राहुल गांधी एक दूसरे की बात, एक दूसरे को एंडोर्स कर रहे हैं, एक दूसरे की वाह वाह कर रहे हैं, तो और क्या होगा जी? और उसे क्या कहा जाएगा, ये बताओ।
BJP leaders have also criticized Rahul Gandhi for meeting with controversial US Congresswoman Ilhan Omar during his American trip, creating a new flashpoint in the growing political feud. With Ram Kinkar Singh in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
Right, the Congress now upping the ante against the BJP over threats to Rahul Gandhi. Congress claims conspiracy against Rahul Gandhi, says a clear conspiracy under Prime Minister and the Home Minister. That's the knowledge that they have, that this is a conspiracy being hatched against Rahul Gandhi. The Congress vows legal action against Modi Mantris for making such statements. This is K.C. Venugopal, senior Congress leader, who has spoken on this while upping the ante against the BJP over the threats that Rahul Gandhi has received. The Congress claims this is deliberate and is definitely in the know. The PM and the Home Minister are in the know of these kind of threats to Rahul. Listen in.
These statements are merely not a statements. This is clearly a threat, live threat to Honorable Leader of Opposition, Rahul Gandhi. For the last 1 week, the entire Prime Minister and Home Minister and then the Union Government is keeping silence. Again and again are repeating this type of statements are repeating. We think that this is a clear conspiracy under the knowledge of Prime Minister and Home Minister. But we would like to know from the government, what is your game plan on Rahul Gandhi? Because you are inspiring your people, you are motivating your people to attack Rahul Gandhi.
Let me cut to Maushami Singh joining us for more on that. Maushami, the Congress has taken this up seriously with an FIR that's been filed in Delhi against some of the BJP mantris. And also here you have KC Venugopal claiming that these threats are deliberate and have happened with the instructions of the Prime Minister and the Home Minister, that they are in the know of this kind of threats that Rahul has received. Why don't you elaborate for us on what are these threats that Rahul Gandhi has received?
So clearly, Nabila, if you see that ever since these threats rolled out, this has snowballed into a huge controversy. And the Congress is leaving no stone unturned to hammer in the point that this is precisely what Rahul Gandhi has been pointing out, that there is no democracy in India and BJP is undermining the constitution bit by bit. If you see that the series of attacks that have been made on Rahul Gandhi and the statements that have been made, whether it's from an alliance partner leader or from Ravinder Singh Bittu or from any other leader of the BJP, the Congress says that these are violent threats that have been issued, and what is actually shocking is the studied silence that is being maintained by the top leadership, the top brass. This despite the fact that the Congress president is also written to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, even the Home Minister under whose ambit the law and order does fall, he's also maintained silence. And this is actually a trend of the BJP, a tradition of the BJP that the leadership is also trying to propagate. So really on this, at this point, the Congress really thinks not only on the streets, they've taken this fight to the law and to the police station, and possibly the Congress would also in future be dragging this to the courts as well. We just saw Abhishek Manu Singhvi and KC Venugopal do a press briefing on this particular issue, and the Congress doesn't want to take it lying down.
Thanks very much, Maushami, for joining us on that. We know the Congress has directed all its members and cadres across the country to mount pressure in the form of protests and ask for an apology for making such statements about Rahul Gandhi, calling him a terrorist, and also taking this up legally on the number of threats Rahul Gandhi has received.